I quit my job. No,
wait,
it's a story.
I'm interested.
It's a story. I just talked to Logan Paul. I mean, like, he was just being nice, and I get it, media, whatever, he has to be nice. Before I approached him, he was bragging about making $3 million. I make $100,000 a year.
What's up guys, Derek, moreplaysmoredates.com. Today we're going to be talking about this Austin Wallace video that's going viral. He basically went up to Logan Paul, backstage ambushed him, recording himself, basically saying how he quit his job to come work for Logan Paul. He wants a job, he wants a hand-me-out, he basically wants to, inconvenience of him quitting his job and taking this big risk somehow equates to him having an array of valuable skills that Logan just needs to recognize the fucking risk this guy took to come out of his way to meet him in the middle of backstage and ambush him and essentially give him a free job. And, the reason I relate to this so strongly is I get a lot of offers, not too dissimilar from this. Guys don't literally show up on my front door and, ask for shit, but I get emails and DMs all the time. Like, I'm the next, sponsor me. You need to do this. I swear to God, just help me help you by, sponsor me through Gorilla Mind, and, I'll be, it'll help me grow my channel in order to help you somehow. And it's like, people are looking for handouts all the fucking time at this point. Like, I'll even have people say, I want to come job shadow and work for free. I want to do this, I want to do that. And a lot of people don't really understand that the inconvenience of even training a guy or having a guy come be present in your fucking workplace and be in the way could be a worse ROI than him working for you for free. Like a guy, quitting his job and moving across the country or whatever, just because you took a strong risk, it doesn't equate to you having significant value in a corporation to a point where it makes any sort of justification on the business owner's end to be like, you know what, this guy clearly has the balls. He quit his fucking job, so therefore I should give him a job and just assume he's going to be good. I don't think people understand how valuable an A player is on your team versus a fuck ton of random C players. It's honestly a burden and a nuisance on the business when you have a bunch of guys who are, mediocre at performing. They basically drag the company down. For every single A player, it outperforms fucking 10 C players, and to be honest. And it's we don't know what this guy has to offer whatsoever. He just simply is going out on a limb, ambushing him, and he thinks his passion and, story is going to be enough to score him, a job that millions of people would want to have. So here he is, he confronts Logan in the middle of backstage, 13.4 million views, and this is what happens.
Wait,
It's a story.
I'm interested.
It's a story. I just talked to Logan Paul. I mean, he was just being nice, and I get it, media, whatever, he has to be nice. Before I approached him, he was bragging about making $3 million. I make $100,000 a year.
Okay, so is that a bad amount of money? No. You're acting like the proportional comparison here that he's saying is just because a guy is making, multiple millions of dollars, it does not mean that you making 100K is the equivalent of a guy who's homeless. That's what you make it sound like right now. 100K a year is fucking good at your age. What are you complaining about, bro?
I'm 22, I do make 100,000, that's cool. And I want to...
Dude, when I was fucking 22, I was making $20 an hour as a lifeguard. I started my bouncing job shortly after that. I was lucky to be getting, random tips when I was bouncing of, $20, $40 in cash a night. I was fucking stoked on this guy crying in his car because he didn't get a handout job and he's making 100K a year. Come on, bro.
I want to act. I want to do these things. I'm having a breakdown right now. Oh, I'm sitting in the cast. I don't even know what to do. I did come up here by myself. I do have family, but we're not the closest. And I don't have really close friends. There's millions of people trying to do what I'm trying to do.
So again, is this whole thing just a ploy to show his, acting real, essentially? We saw the guy, the down astronomically guy who basically his entire fucking presence on the platform is just, satire, and he's just, trolling the fuck into chicks. And a lot of people think the guy is actually, a disaster trying to pick up girls and just goes clinically insane on them on camera. And in reality, he's trying to like build up a viral presence, and that's the way he thinks he's gonna do it. Is this guy doing a similar thing? He's like, he gets Logan Paul on camera, he makes this big thing about it, he acts like he's super upset, and then this is him. Maybe later he comes out and that's his fucking acting reel. I don't know for sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell with these guys on TikTok when you don't have a lot of context behind their situation. But all I can say is if this is a legitimate, like, you think Logan is somehow going to put you on and he's going to do all these things for you, like, why the fuck would he do that? Like, you even showing up, like, I don't think people understand, like, how valuable time is to a business owner, to a point where if you confront them and, like, put them in a fucked up position, you're literally recording them, like, you better have a lot to fucking offer and be able to convey it extremely effectively for a guy to even give you the time of day at this point. Like, I don't see what he thought was going to happen.
Watch the clip, okay?
The sneaking thing?
No, I didn't. I quit my job. No,
Wait,
it's a story.
I'm interested.
It's a story. I quit my job legit 2 days ago. I came up here, took a risk. I'm originally from Ohio.
Okay, so he's trying to appeal to the fact that, I'm also from Ohio. Like, if a guy tells me he's from my area in Canada, am I more likely to be, sympathetic to a situation? Like, maybe, I guess, but I mean, like, it's just kind of fucked up. He's like, I quit my job, I did this, I did that, feel bad for me, feel bad, and, realize that you need to help me out now because I did all these things. I came all the way, I came from far away to meet you. I fucking potentially broke into this goddamn event, and I'm confronting you on camera. So therefore, you need to give me a position that is highly sought after, and you've probably disqualified thousands of, people at this point who have shit ton of qualifications simply based on the fact that, I did a ballsy move.
Did you sneak up here?
No, I didn't sneak in here. I didn't sneak. What do you mean sneak up?
Like
here?
on stage? Or you just like?
Yes, I did.
It's one of the sneak
I'm
videos.
sorry. I just.
Did you print the ticket and stuff?
No, I just needed to talk to you. I'm trying to talk to your brother. I'm trying to talk about business. Trying to talk about
business, like
a job. Like I want to do media. I've been trying to get.
What are you good at?
I was 7 dances. I did like
What's
that.
your TikTok
I did that video. Like going like that. Yeah,
Oh, so you really got what it takes.
I don't.
Then why would I
need
give
a
you a
mentor.
job? Why would I?
Like, the crazy thing is, like, some people might say Logan's being rude, but in reality, this guy basically ambushed him. He's on camera. Logan could easily just be like, turn this shit off. Like, I don't want to talk to you. My time is extremely valuable, and I'm at this event, for my brother. I actually don't know if this is the Jake Paul fight. I think it might be, but I mean, like, is this something he wants to be dealing with right now? Probably not. And he's actually being, like, relatively respectful given the fact that he's basically been interjected by this random fucking guy who's, probably recording him without his permission here.
Do that.
I want to be like. I'm 22 years old. I'm just trying.
I bet I can't be a mentor right now, right? In my life, I'm a fuck up myself. I need a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need
connections, and you need people be around you, right?
No, I didn't have connections and people around. I have Jake. That's it. Do you have a brother? Do you have people? Friends?
I don't.
Friends?
Exactly. So he's like, he basically wants Logan to be a mentor to him. And it's like, how is this helpful to, Logan whatsoever? Like, where's the ROI here? Like, where is the value exchange here? Like, you're basically just asking, like, so many people nowadays, they think if you go up to them and you're like, even if you say, I want to work for free, they think that is, equated to, you're helping them. When in reality, like, the time investment, even training the guy, you'd be way better off paying a guy $100,000 to $200,000 a year to do the job extremely effectively for whatever this guy may be, dropped into a position of, rather than training a guy for free to help you out and, be whatever. Like, he hasn't even described what he wants to do. He's just like, I want to do business. I want to do stuff. I want to be a general fucking, helpful guy, I'm just going to quit my job, show up randomly in your face, and expect you to give me a highly sought after job that the likelihood is extremely high somebody else could do far more effectively for me and would completely justify paying them a shit ton of money to do it rather than even let me do it for free. But I just am so short-sighted that I don't see that whatsoever. And I feel like I should be given this position simply based on my ballsiness. Like, this stuff, I don't know, man. Like, I don't relate exactly to a guy doing it in my face, but the amount of times, the amount of proposals I get on a daily basis, the amount of shit that comes across my Instagram, my fucking emails, my everything, Like even guys that think just because I have, you know, money to throw at something, somehow it equates to I should be given this opportunity. You know, like people need to wrap their head more around like value exchange in this kind of a scenario. And this guy is like, you know, if he was doing this just for the fucking content to make a big situation out of it and then catapult that into his, you know, like acting reels or whatever, maybe a fucking ballsy move that might work out in some capacity. But I mean, like get the ball rolling, get his social media presence, you know, built up and whatnot. But I mean, like if he was legitimately looking for a fucking handout job, even if he wanted to work for free, not the way to do it, dude.
You got friends, you got amigos.
I don't.
You don't have friends?
I don't. I swear to God. I'm here by myself.
Where are you from?
I'm from Norwalk,
Bro,
Ohio.
you're a good-looking guy, bro. You have friends, bro. You're fucking lying. You have friends. Go make content, do stuff with your friends. I'm glad you quit your job. It takes balls to do that, bro. But like now you gotta act.
Try to make a step.
I'm not. Media. But I'm not the guy directly.
You're
right?
you're the guy.
No,
you're the guy.
No, bro. My team is this. Relax, bro. Relax. I'm not the guy. Like you know, life isn't about handouts. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I'm
you
not trying to
work.
get a handout. I'm not trying to get.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to work hard for a little money.
No, you aren't trying to work hard. There's a fuck ton of guys who want to work hard. You're looking for a handout. Just because you're going to work hard, even if you're going to work super fucking hard, it doesn't mean that you somehow are justified a job that otherwise has so many more qualified candidates probably. Now again, I'm not saying that's 100% the case, but this guy has not proven whatsoever how he could be useful to Logan in any way other than the fact of getting in his way just to be present in his life, to try and help himself and help his own career. Like it's very, very selfish move in my opinion. And Logan's being like very respectful. Like as much as I don't like some of the shit that Logan does with, you know, like pump and dumps in the past and shit like that, like he's being very fucking chill about this.
No money. I don't know. I can get a job somewhere else. All I want to move to LA and I want to be able to be part of that.
Look, I have to go. If you really are serious about it, bro, you should move to LA and just like you approached me, start making connections with every single person in LA. I'm serious. That's it. I've always said this. If you're charismatic and you can talk to someone, you can make it in LA. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's my advice. Right.
And him saying that, like, again, I'm not, you know, a pure entertainer. I'm not like a Logan Paul type guy. You know, I make informative videos, you know, try to hybrid with, you know, education and entertainment simultaneously and whatnot. But again, like at the end of the day, your content and what you do yourself is what's going to set you apart, not who you know, fucking job shadow. You know what I mean? Like, sure, that would be great if you could end up in a position where you job shadow Logan Paul or some other, you know, big creator. Great. You know, that's fucking awesome that you landed that position. But again, that shouldn't be what you rely on, you know? Like ultimately, what's your longevity going to be if you have like no skills and then just because you're working for a guy who's super famous, is that going to get you to where you need to be? Like maybe you get super lucky in that scenario and, you know, you get put on with the right people, but ultimately, like this guy needs to make it happen for himself. And, you know, maybe that's what he's doing with this fucking video. And this is just 4D chess at its best. But the comment section is pretty like indicative of what's going on. Bro is 22 making 100K and quit now, is crying about Logan not wanting to work for him. How entitled are you, bro? Dude, 100K a year and you gave it up. You could have grown career-wise and invested. You could have invested now, go beg for your job. Okay, like I don't necessarily agree that he should, you know, go beg for a job that he's not happy with back just because he made 100K. Like that's not necessarily the move if he's not passionate about it. But I mean, to expect handouts, like that's what I just, you know, how many fucking messages do I get on a daily basis? Sponsor me for Girl of Mine. Like why? Like why the fuck would we, you know? Like what do we get out of that? We give you fucking free shit. We give you money. We give you, you know, exposure, whatever it is. What do we get out of it? You know, you want to come work for us for free and like stand in our warehouse and like get in the way of people so we can train you up, even if you want to do it. Like the value exchange needs to make logical sense for anybody to entertain this sort of a proposal whatsoever. Just because you have massive balls, it doesn't mean that you need to be given a job. Like, oh, you have such balls, like, let's displace a bunch of people in our company who've been fucking, you know, there since the beginning and are actually like on point in order to figure out how to fit you in. Just makes no sense. So let's see some of the other stuff. Here it is. Everyone got jokes. Logan, can I have a job t-shirt? What, he's gonna start selling merch now. Here he is approaching Dave Portnoy, potentially doing the same shit. This, get me on impulsive. Fuck, man.
Right now, and I'm trying to play this smart is so I can gain my thoughts. Because when I was on stage, I wasn't very confident. And I think I should be on your podcast, Impulsive. Just get this out to Logan Paul or Logan.
Dude, like, can you stop with the handouts, bro? Like, you had a fucking viral video on TikTok where you bombarded Logan Paul asking for a job. And now you want to get on one of the biggest podcasts out there because you have balls. Like, No, bro. Like, stop fucking looking for handouts. Like, when people try to ask to be on my channel just because they're in the same niche as me, or just because they feel like their content somehow justifies like being on my channel because we talk about, you know, like similar topics or whatever. Like, I only collaborate with certain people too. Like, I'm not even comparing my podcast to Logan's whatsoever. But again, like, I can relate in so many fucking aspects to this. Guys who get like fucking butthurt because I don't want to feature them on, you know, the channel. Like, I barely do podcasts, for example. And then people will be like, you need to have me on because of this reason, because I make content that's in the same fucking niche as you. Like, make your own shit and, you know, build it up, and, you know, your opportunities will develop as you build your own profile. You should not be, you know, posting, you know, go bombard fucking Logan Paul to get me on Impulsive. Like, I'll tell you right now too, relating this back to Gorilla Mind, there are a lot of times I've seen guys try to get sponsored and their strategy is go spam Derek or the fucking Gorilla Mind account as many times as you can until they get so annoyed essentially that they, you know, sponsor me. And then they'll send like an army of people to tag us and it just fucking inundates the comment section. It's like, that's the number one way to get people to not sponsor you and get annoyed with you. Like, that shit doesn't, you know, sit well with people when you're like, hey, like, you know, let's send an army of people to go like spam you. Like, that's not the way to fucking do it, bro.
Logan Paul, get your assistant to message me. We can talk about this so we can, you know, so I gain my thoughts. We can communicate and talk about what's all going on. But that would make a lot of sense to me. And so we can get something out there. Just message me. I appreciate it. Bye.
Get what out there, bro? Like, all you've done is show that you think you're entitled to shit because you did a ballsy move. Like, you have not proposed any sort of business transactional value whatsoever for him to warrant entertaining this in any capacity whatsoever. So, like, let's see what his most recent one, an hour ago.
Bro, I don't give a fuck. Hey, I quit my job. Bro, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so obviously, you know, he's milking this, and, you know, I guess good for him, you know, if that's what he wanted out of this, and he wants to milk, you know, the clout he's going to build up from it and build his, you know, presence. He has a fucking cameo now, apparently, too, which, let's see how much he's charging for fucking, you know, appearances on Cameo or something. I don't know, I can't see it here. I don't know if the link is not going to work unless I have a Cameo account or something. You're leaving TikTok, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I don't see anything. So anyways, the guy is, you know, doing cameos now, and he's, you know, trying to monetize this and trying to capitalize on it as much as possible, and that's fine. But, you know, this, like, honestly really fucking annoyed me because I see this shit time and time again. Maybe not to the magnitude of Logan Paul, but I mean, it's definitely something that, you know, I can relate to, and I can tell anybody who's, you know, I don't know, man, like, this is just my stance on it as a business owner. And, you know, for me, it was, I don't get the social IQ of guys like this. Like, I would think this guy is, like, I don't know, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think that Logan should have given him a job, you know, for the balls? What do you think about this kind of stuff? Like, this is, fortunately, I don't have to deal with it on this scale or a magnitude where it's like in real life getting bombarded, you know, but I mean, this kind of stuff is like, I don't know if it reflects on like the entitlement of, you know, the, you know, current generation or what, but I mean, it's not the way to do business, dude. That's it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. All the comments help the algorithm, and I much appreciated. Like, subscribe, check out my blog, moreplates.com, follow my Instagram, and moreplates, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, Apple Podcasts. If you want to support the channel, you can check out anything I'm associated with in the video description below. TRT Clinic, all telemedicine from the comfort of your own home. Gorilla Mind, nootropic formulas, Gorilla Mode, pre-workout formulas, designed from scratch, recommended diet model for gaining muscle, sports performance, and anything else I'm associated with. It's all in the video description below. Thank you guys for watching. Talk to you soon.